Hello, everybody.
Hello.
I'm Brooke.
And I'm Matt.
Okay, so we were also part of the trip,
Yes, we were.
and what we would like to talk about today was what we noticed about the people and the culture and the differences from here. Yay! That's the big group of us right there. Okay. So when you're in Japan, you're going to encounter people everywhere. So we're going to talk about when you will encounter people and our experiences with that. Okay, so when you're in the taxis and you're on the subways and you're on the trains, everybody's really nice. Really, as you heard from Peter, everybody's so quiet. It's very different than out here. Even when you're going up the escalator, everybody moves to the other side for everyone that needs to rush on by. It's really nice. Okay. And if you get lost out there, everyone is always so willing to help you. We got lost a lot. Well, not a lot, but enough. And we would go and ask people, and they'd be generous enough to walk us to our train or the subway, and they're very, very nice.
Yeah, people would be even to be kind enough just to come up if you look a little bit confused and offer to help you if you look a little lost, which we did most of the time.
And their English is much better than my Japanese. Much, much better. So this is one of the places that we ate in Japan, and it's the conveyor belt sushi bar. I did not know how to order it all. It depends on the plate colors or sizes, and yeah, he was really cool. He let us take a picture. Look at him, he's awesome. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to tell you, when I was running around in Japan, we went to Akihabara, and it was just me and my brother. And while we were walking, I was carrying a bag, and somebody bumped into my bag. And usually out here, what people will do if you bump into somebody, it's usually like yeah, sorry, okay. But over there, it was a young guy with a group of his friends. He turned around immediately, and he goes, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." And it was really overwhelming. I was like, "It's okay. You didn't even do anything. It's okay." He's like, "I'm sorry." I was like, "Wow, okay, I like it here." It was very nice of him. But also, another thing I noticed, there weren't any crazy little Walmart children over there. They all seemed to be pretty tame. So their children are very tame over there, which is nice secret. Also, a couple. Okay, I was on the train and I saw a couple, a boyfriend and a girlfriend, and I only knew not because of the PDA, but they barely grab each other's hands. It's really subtle. Not here, like where they're like all on each other. But you wouldn't have really known unless you caught that quick glance. But they were on the train, and there was one seat left, and her boyfriend just went and sat in it. And she was totally fine with it. And they just kept talking, and I kept thinking to myself, if that was my boyfriend, I'd slap him. But, there's no ladies first custom out there, which is very difficult for me. But, so that was something that I saw that was very different. And also, I have a video clip at the very end of this to talk about some deer that we saw. Very cool, but I'll tell you about it with the video clip at the very end. All right, also I have a video clip of this. Some of you might have already seen it. It was one of the best interactions I had in Japan. And if you go see the temples and the shrines, you would probably run into the same thing. We would go and there'd be hordes of children, the school groups, visiting the temples and everything. And they knew we obviously were American. Yeah, hey, look.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah.
We stand out very much over there.
Yes.
So.
And when we were walking, you hear a bunch of little kids going, "Hello, hello, I love you, hello." I was like, oh my God, get in my bag. They're so cute. And then they would practice their English with you, which was really cool. I was very intimidated on practicing my Japanese because, even their children's English sounds better than my English. So it's just very different. Okay, another thing we got to do, we got to visit a high school. Yeah, so Matt's gonna tell us about the high school.
Okay, so the Japanese classrooms are very different compared to our classrooms. They have the chalkboard and they're really old school with their classrooms. So we each got paired up with individual partners, and when we got paired up with them, we got to learn about some of the things they like to do. So they helped us do origami. Some of them read us stories. It was played some games. We got to interact with them and see how they,
That one-on-one experience.
One-on-one experience.
Yeah, it's hard to go up to somebody in a grocery store and be like, oh, can you talk to me in Japanese, please? So being able to go to a classroom where they knew we were going to come in and talk to them in Japanese and they were going to talk to us in English, it was a very relaxed environment. They were very kind, very sweet. Another thing I want to touch on, any place I went, they always tried to talk to me in English, which I think Peter probably touched on that a little bit. In the big popular cities like Tokyo and everything, they don't expect you to know Japanese, but it's courtesy. Me and my brother, my brother, he looks a little more Asian than I do. So when we would go in the stores and everything, they would always talk to him in Japanese, and then I'd come in right after him and they'd go, hello. Come on, I want to practice too. He's my brother, you can't do that. But
one more thing we got to do is we got to make traditional sushi roll, and we had a Japanese teacher teach us in Japanese. So it was a really cool experience, and we actually got to take home what we made and eat it. So yeah, it was pretty fun.
The only thing that sucked about it is if you forgot that it was in your bag.
Right. And we were walking around all day, so it was really fun outside.
But it was really awesome being able to actually get to make some of that stuff. Okay, these are just some of the pictures. Oh, it was my birthday when I was there. So they made me this. I don't know how long it took them, but they're really good at it. So they made me a little card. They all sang happy birthday to me, and it was really awesome and, great experience. The children were very nice. Okay, and I think that's it. So I'm going to show you the video clips that I have of the deer and the children that we spoke to, and then that should wrap us up. So, ちょっと待って。